We're here with my very dear friend, long-time, amazing friend Jason from back home, Deerfield, Illinois. Furthermore, just FYI, we have Michael Bernard Beckwith playing in the background because there's no reason to shut off Michael Bernard Beckwith while we have this amazing conversation. Listening to his album, Transcendence. Highly recommended. Now, back to the main topic. Jason Schimberg was just pontificating and philosophizing and educating us on the topic of bread, quote-unquote, versus lettuce. In the sense of holding the food. Jason, can you please continue on what you were saying about how bread is just kind of like the default choice for people, and I'll let you take it from here.
Well, I was saying that sometimes people will order something and not necessarily know that the bread is either high in carbs or is bad for you, or in the long run could maybe add a few pounds. And they're like, well, I don't have an option because there's not many options out there. You could eat like a chicken sandwich without chicken. You could eat this, which is hummus and beans, but you wouldn't have anything to hold it with. So I had a flash of realization that lettuce is like a perfect food, especially when it's cut like this. It's perfectly healthy and it's perfectly fine to hold your meal, like almost like a lettuce sandwich. So, I mean, they call it lettuce wrap, but
that's more like an open face.
Yeah, and America is trying to aim for convenience. So, I personally would love something that's like a convenient snack like this, or a lunch. And this is a perfect lunch for anyone, like not even me. If you're trying to get, if bread doesn't work for you, like, then the option is lettuce. I mean, and not to say that we haven't tried it. Like, I even know like there's certain like main chain like Subway, like sub places where they're like, oh, they give you lettuce option. But I don't know how like evident it is that lettuce is like, we're going for like something like something that holds something. So this holds the beans and the hummus pretty well, very well actually.
Very well.
Yeah, very well.
And furthermore, we haven't even discussed the fact that lettuce is, leaps and bounds healthier than bread. Well, no, you kind of did touch upon it by talking about bread might add pounds and carbs and whatnot, and man does not live on bread alone. Furthermore, there's also lettuce.
Oh yeah, dude, man does not live on bread alone is.
I mean, that's a beautiful quote right there.
Well, it makes me think. I mean, unless you're in a situation where you don't have a choice in what you eat, man does not live on bread alone.
What does that mean to you? Man does not live on bread alone. What does that mean to you?
Well, it gives me the idea that if you're consciously choosing your meals, then yes. Because, I mean, you look at something like jail and they give you bread and water, and it's always like bread and water. Okay, you can sustain off that, but this is a real treat. This is like, this is next level stuff. Like, you can use salad as, lettuce as a tool. As a plate? They're not going to serve you this in like some kind of like, this is actually like good for you. Like, I don't know, bread and water. Bread and water is
the basics.
Yeah, the basics, exactly.
But then there's the whole idea of what we get used to. Sometimes we can't even see beyond it. For example, as you mentioned, various fast food restaurants and just restaurants in general and households in general. A lot of sandwiches with bread are made and fed to the children, and the children get used to it. And then when you try to present them something like this, which is kind of like a raw fusion love melange of fresh romaine lettuce with black beans with cumin and turmeric, and a raw chipotle hummus made by Majestic Hummus, which is the greatest hummus of all time, in my opinion. Then you present something like that to a kid, and they're like, no, I don't want that, just give me bread, because they're used to bread.
Yeah.
So there's the whole idea of habituation, and there's effort to reverse the habituation. But what if we just started off feeding the kids and each other with lettuce instead of bread? What would happen?
It's worth looking into. if you start a kid, like I was raised, my first 13 years of my life, I was raised vegetarian, so.
That's true, that's right, okay. I remember that.
I didn't really know that there was like all this, I don't know, there was seductive meats out there, and I realized that I I would have like cucumber sandwiches.
Wow.
I mean, really meat wasn't like, we'd have those spiroutine shakes and stuff.
Okay.
But
ahead of your time.
Yeah, I felt stronger than most kids. Like, I felt, like even like people who are athletes like feel strength from, I mean, there's an interesting case like Prince Fielder, who's a vegan, and he's like the biggest, one of the most built guys in Major League Baseball.
Cecil Fielder's son?
Yeah.
Is a vegan?
He's a complete vegan. He read the book Skinny Bitch.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he got turned on to veganism, and hit the same amount of home runs. Like, he didn't lose his power.
Wow.
He went vegan, and now he just got like a contract for like $200 million. So he's a successful vegan in a sport that people are eating meat and doing steroids and juicing, and it's like they're finding way, like even like yoga, something like yoga. Like,
notice how eating meat, juicing, or steroids and juicing is in the same category. It shows you the power of juicing.
Right. Well, there's two definitions of juicing. There's juicing.
Oh, juicing. I thought you. Okay, juicing of course can mean injecting steroids into your body, right? Like juice.
Of course, that's like slang for juicing. But yes.
I actually thought of green juicing. Okay.
Well, that's because you have an innocent juicing mind.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I really have I don't know. I have an aversion to bread. Like, even because I was at a vegetarian ashram, and they'll serve dairy products and bread. I'm fine with cheeses and stuff, but my body responds like better on something like this. Like bread, kind of congests me, and it doesn't matter what kind of bread. But
do you notice that with milk as well, as far as the congestion and stuff, or no?
Milk, no, not soy. I'll notice like some people can't digest like 2% or cow milk, but I don't really have a problem. I don't drink it that much. I wasn't raised on it, but I like soy milk.
Gotcha.
Almond milk.
Nice.
But back to our conversation.
Exactly. Lettuce.
Lettuce entertain you. Lettuce is entertaining me.
Yeah. Practical, healthy, useful. Introduce it to the kids early on.
It's shockingly beautiful. I mean, if you're attracted to something that looks good, usually it's going to taste pretty good. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. This hummus is outstanding.
Yeah, that's majestic hummus. That's incredible. Well, I don't want to like take any much time away from eating. Yeah, don't even wait for me to, because who am I anyway? Just eat. So thank you very much for your time. Feed your children well, I think, is a message of this video. Feed them with lettuce and beans and hummus and anything else that's super healthy and fresh from the beautiful, highly mineralized soil of your local farmer. Could be even your own backyard. May God bless you all with health, happiness, wealth, prosperity, and beautiful, beautiful people to be with.